Go.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm Theodora Harrington. We are starting off with the UXSG wallet. My team consists of Gary Pintado and David Jurado. There is a second team that consists of Maribel, Mansuria, Chris, and one other member who I can't remember at the moment. So our part, my team, which is just David, Gary, and myself, has gone ahead with and will go ahead and present our part of the UXG wallet that we created, and then Maribel will contact you later and present the rest. So we started off. The UXG wallet is for the UXG group that currently exists on Meetup. And so we wanted to take the Waves app and try to take away the gunk and add features that you as the client requested. You requested that there be some sort of sharing in between people of the group of not only coins but of services. You asked that we tried to make the Waves app more accessible and much more easier to use. So we ended up doing that, and I'll show you how we did that later on. So is there anything else you want me to add?
So what was the main goal of your part of this app?
So the main goal of my team's part of the app was to log in with Meetup, Google, and then when you attend, you would get a token and be able to exchange. That was my team's part. And then the next part is exchange of value, but Maribel will go over that with you.
Sounds good. Okay, let's see what we got.
Okay, so this is the initial homepage. We did have 3 home pages to start off, but when I did testing with users, people seem to gravitate more towards this page. I think it's because it has a GIF of people who have shared and traded different things at the bottom. People commented that they like to see, since they're a new user, they like to see what the capacity for the app is, and it reminded them of Venmo in that regard. So this is we immediately have the sign-in page. The sign-in page includes fingerprint for returning users, sign in if you just would like to sign in, sign up. Our policy is immediately here, and can't log in to recover your account at any given point. So you'll go ahead and go to sign in. And if you had signed in originally, this is what it would look like. This is, you'd be brought to the home page. The home page is just a page where people can get to quick, simple facts or whatever news that you wanted to get to. During the user research, when I did card sorting, people had under home news feeds as a reoccurring trend between about 15 different users. So we decided to put in, we would have the news feed from whatever you as the client would want your users to read about UX or cryptocurrency, and whatever you would like to see. So I'm going to go back now, and I will show you how the sign up is set up. So we're going to go through the sign up phase for the user. So the user, any potential new user would go to sign up. And from here, they will be given the option to use their email, use Google, Meetup, or Facebook. We actually also had Twitter on there, and we also had an option to use another wallet to sign up, just so that people, but we decided to leave that off for later because then people could potentially use this wallet to store all their other big currencies, and hopefully at some point, other than Waves, the app would be able to hold other currencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, possibly. So I'm going to sign up as a potential user and continue. So I'm signing up. This is my email, and I'm going to hit continue. Sign up, full email, full name, sorry, password, confirm password, which is retyping in the password. So I've just put in my password, my full name, my password, and if I'd like to add more security, I'd click here, add fingerprint scan. However, fingerprint scan is going to be a standard feature just so that returning users can easily get back in. We have add PIN code and add security questions. We decided to use the finger scan as your method of recovering your account. So you'd put in your full name and you would put in your fingerprint in order to recover your account should a user not be able to access. So I'm going to go back. So I have put in my full name, passwords, and I'm going to click done. I'm going to press my finger into the scanner, or optionally we'll have Touch ID, just to allow Touch ID to allow this app to access Touch ID. So I have access. Thank you for signing up. To help you get started, here's 10 tokens. We realize, and you made it clear before, that some people have the Waves app but don't have any tokens to start off with. And since they don't have tokens to start off with, they can't start spending. So you're gonna hit collect, and then we have another little cover screen telling people what UXG tokens were. We did have it on, when I researched these two pages, we did have this statement and the other statement saying here's 10xg, and we did have this on one page, and people actually didn't realize and brushed over the statement telling them exactly what UXG tokens can be spent on. And when I asked them, so hey, tell me what you see on this page, they completely brushed it off every time. But when I put it into two separate pages, people were able to view better what's going on with this app initially. I'm gonna hit claim, and then instead of sending you straight to home, we sent you straight to spend because we want you to spend the 10 tokens that you just received. However, this is not my part of the project, so I will instead take you straight to Wallet, and we will start off in Wallet. But I will explain this page and the features that it has on it quick.
Okay.
On the top, my top left-hand corner, there is a QR code and a camera button. The QR code camera is exactly that. You have your QR code and your camera there. The camera is to send money to people quickly. Just scan their QR code off of them. And then the QR code is to receive money very quickly. People just scan the QR code off of there. On the top right-hand corner, you have your account. And then on the bottom navigation, you have spend, wallet, and home. We did have more features, however, between talking to you and talking to users, we've boiled it down to these three. Quick thing to notice is that the wallet is in the middle and the QR code camera is at the top. I did testing on that, and we realized that it took people about a couple seconds longer to find the wallet if it was at the top rather than here at the bottom. If you want, I could share that with you later and tell you just how much of a difference it was, but my other computer is not cooperating at the moment.
Okay.
So let's go to wallet. So this is your wallet page. This is your address. You have wallet. This is your address. Your address, if you just click on it, it will automatically copy it. If you ever need to copy your address to send it to someone. We have your send. We have your QR code again, repeated here. We have UXG, how much tokens you have, and it's all before the fold. And then lower down, we have your activities, which is any trades or it's basically a transactions list. for all intents and purposes. So we'll go through one by one. This is the send form. The send form, you can easily scan the QR code, scan anybody's QR code, and their address will automatically go into the address. You have your amount, which is however amount of tokens you were sending to the person, and what the tokens is. I know that this app is only holding UXG for right now, so we just kept it at UXG, but for further development of the app, we put it as a scrollable item. We decided that the gas fee would be set by the developers or the client, which is you. So you would set the gas fee for everyone, and everybody would just abide by that fee, rather than having people, especially new users, go through that. And maybe that's something that we can add later on. And then you click send. Then there's a confirmation. Click what you're sending, who you're sending it to, amount, confirm, and you have sent your tokens to our imaginary friend Kevin here, and how much you've sent, done, and you're back to your wallet.
Sorry, at what point did I think I missed it. What point did I pick Kevin?
Oh, Kevin is our imaginary friend you're sending money to for just for the purpose of the prototype.
Yeah, I don't remember choosing Kevin though.
Oh, I never allowed you to not choose Kevin.
Oh, okay. So it's there. Okay, the address. Got it.
So we'll go through. If you click on UXG, let me go back. If you click on UXG tokens, look at how many tokens you've had, and whatever that translates to in USD, or later you can change USD to Bitcoin or or whatever, or waves, or whatever suits your fancy. We have your transactions list here as well. So you have apparently you scanned at an event and you gave 450 UXG coins from Jake Morgan. You paid ES Storms, and you got a reward for 5 tokens. And that concludes the wallet. Do you have any questions that I can go over quick before we move over to home?
Nope. That will be all. Go ahead.
We are now going to go into home. The home is a basic setup. It has news. It has a quick address book here on the home page, just so you can access any contacts that you have saved. So the theory behind the address book is that we realize that a lot of people have complained that they're not able to basically have an address book to go from. They always have to go back and ask somebody what their address is, and then make sure that they paste the address correctly into their send and then send the money over. So the address book was created out of that purpose. We have quick facts and insights. We have a community page that will link you immediately to the meetup. If the UX support group ever gets a Facebook, it will link them straight to Facebook. And if you ever create an actual website for the app, it will link it to the website for the app, so that people can view the community as it is on Meetup and find out more about the UXG group. And at the bottom, we have another news carousel of whatever you've decided that you want to feed your users and what is relevant towards the community. Is there any questions about the homepage?
Not necessarily a question, more of like a comment. I feel like the span feels more appropriate as the home screen for the wall. This feels to me more like a supplement to the main purpose of this app, which is the wallet.
Okay.
To spend it. That's how I feel. And then the one thing that I don't see is the um, the events.
Oh, events are under spend.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I was trying to figure out where in the home there, I mean, the events are.
Events are all under spend. So
Okay.
whenever Maribel, whenever
Ah, I see.
Maribel
Got
is
it.
able
Okay.
to you, then she'll show you what this event page would
Hmm.
end up looking like and how you'd spend and trade between other people.
Yeah, the reason why I said that this feels to me more like the home screen is to me, at least for this app, because um, the main purpose of this app is for this like exchange of value, right? So the other stuff, the news and everything, is supporting that. And another way to look at it is that most of the time, the user would come to this to do one of these things, these actions.
Yep.
So that's the only comment I got. The rest, I'm actually very impressed of like how far you guys were able to take this. Um,
I
I did.
warned you.
It's pretty amazing, and I'm very impressed because I thought that you guys would take it only as far as the onboarding and get to the home screen, but you actually even did the wallet part, and then also the other thing, and of course this is having you in the team makes this of course a no-brainer, is doing the research, actually validating that this has been tested. You know that this works, so no matter what people say, oh, this is not user friendly, well, that's what you think, we already tested this, right? That's a huge thing. So i I think that this is amazing.
Well, we're not
What?
done. I still have two more things to show you.
Oh, okay. Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the QR code and camera now. So
Hmm.
this is the QR code camera. One side, like I explained before, is your QR code. It also has your address, which is also, as soon as you press on it, it will automatically copy.
Hmm.
And then you have your QR code, so it's easy. You can easily scan. Somebody can scan your QR code and send you money very easily. And that's my mistake. I should have showed you where notifications would have popped up on the home page. And then we have scan, so it would access your camera. You have your little box, and then you would scan your friend's QR code from their phone, and you would be able to send them money. So I'm going to pretend like I'm scanning. I hope this works. I think I did. So I just scanned, confirmed. Our good friend Kevin from before has been added to my address book. And now I can either send him tokens or show his contact. That's the next feature of the scan is also you can scan another person's QR code and you can add them on, and it automatically adds them to the address book for further use down the line, and then gives you the option to show contact or send tokens. If you were to show to contact, that would allow you to add other things onto the contact for Kevin in his address book, such as phone number or other little notes about him other than his job maybe as a UX designer. And if you were going to send tokens, you would press send tokens, and then it would take you through the sending process. You would put in your
Yep.
asset, put in your address for Kevin, send, confirm, done, and then it would take you back to the wallet. Now, do you have any questions about the QR code and camera?
Nope.
Comments?
Oh, actually, I do have one question. How did the system know that was Kevin? Sorry, I got stuck with Kevin all the time.
We decided to automatically add everyone to a jet. I guess DevOps would have to figure this out. But we decided it might be better for everybody who signs up to the app to automatically be added to a huge address book. and each QR code would access a person in that address book. And then each individual person using the app would have their own address book. So it would be like a master list that people are.
Oh, I see. I see. So the system already knows that it's
Yes.
Kevin. Got it.
But that's something that you would have to discuss with DevOps to see if it can happen.
Yep. So that could potentially be something that we get from, let's say, Meetup or something like that, right?
We also said it might be a lot more feasible to pull everybody's information from Meetup, if that was possible, and accessing the code in order to do that.
Yeah, I believe they have an API that we can utilize.
And if they sign up with Meetup, then it would be easy for the computer to match emails.
Okay.
Would you like any other comments? Or
nope. That's it.
So this is the account page. The account page actually has not been finished being researched. That's why it's a lot less high fidelity at the moment. We have the QR camera, which is supposed to be over here. Your account, your main navigation.
Wait, why do you need the camera again here?
Oh no, it's the same.
It was supposed to be the same screen?
Yeah, but
okay,
I haven't finished researching it.
Oh, got it. Okay.
It's taking it's taking a lot more time than I was expecting. So we have your calendar, address book again, settings, history of transactions, logout, and then legal. And we have how many UXG you currently have in your account, and then what your next meetup is with quick information about it. Any comments?
Well, I think nothing much I can comment on this since this is in work in progress.
Okay. And that's it.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much. So what is the next step other than the account page?
So the next step after this is to, finish the account page. And then after that, I actually only tested users who have no exposure to the Waves app. My next step would be start including people from the group who've had exposure to the Waves app.
Okay.
That would be the next group of people, and I would continue testing new users, but also test with users who have exposure to the Waves app and see how it goes with them. And then I'll start including more users after that.
Cool. And are you guys going to push the fidelity and make this higher fidelity even with colors and stuff?
That's another conversation we would have to sit down and have with you. What's your color scheme? We did see some sort of color scheme from the
logo.
From the logo, yes. So, and what type of images do you want in the app? Do you want images in the app? And
cool. So basically, you need some kind of branding guideline.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And
fair enough.
Business model to follow, please.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you so much for presenting. I'm going to stop the recording.